Virgo, 2026 is the year that you stop being a fixer for everyone else's broken systems. You start optimizing your own for the highest possible production. We are moving into a high momentum fire and air era that will reward the technician who knows how to filter the noise. It is time to take your skill set, the most detailed in the zodiac, and apply it to your own sovereign vision. And we're going to start with Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto is purifying the system right now. As it continues its journey through the early degrees of Aquarius, it is primarily affecting those of you born in the first week of Virgo. This is a call to audit the machine of your daily life. You are realizing right now that many of the systems and the habits that you valued are no longer serving your vision. And things start to slow down as you are entering a heavy analytical phase. An analysis of your groups, of your work, and even of your physical health. Pluto is forcing you to identify the leaks in your creative process, the places where your unique abilities were siphoned off, toward ends that weren't your own. It puts a sort of hold on your external progress so you can purify your lifestyle. It uses a series of analytical software updates to help you realize where your vision and your abilities have been misaligned. Don't just analyze for the sake of analysis, because all that data needs a filter. You got to be asking, does this make me more efficient toward my own desire? If the answer is no, then Pluto will demand that it be eliminated. Once you transform these drains, you unlock a level of purity and potency that allows you to ground your work in actual reality. And you can use my free interactive harmony audit to uncover your values, unlock your vision, and use those as a proper boundary as we move through 2026. And you can get that in the description below. Doing so will help you filter out the noise, which brings us to Neptune entering Aries this year. You are merging the vision right now, because as Neptune enters Aries on January 26th, shifting its focus from your relationships to your deepest transformations. For the first week of Virgo, this begins the correction phase. For the last 15 years, Neptune was in Pisces, dissolving the boundaries of toxic relationships, uniting you with people who were part of your soul group, merging you closer with the overall vision. And now it enters the fire of Aries, forcing you to merge your detailed skills with a larger-than-life vision. This is about reaping the rewards of your hard work. For those of you Virgoans who were born at the last week of Virgo, this can be a harvest of deeper intimacy and shared power. But if you've been off path, your reality may have felt like it's being swept down the river. Neptune dissolves the structures that were built for a previous version of yourself. It reorders your life so that your energy is for the actual production of your vision, not just the service of others. So it's time to avoid the confusion that comes up when things are taken away. If a partnership or a career path or current trajectory that you are on is being dissolved, let it go. Or at least let the form it's in go so that it can take a new form, a more suitable form, a more optimal one for your future and the vision that you actually want to manifest and create and the person that you actually want to be. Because when it comes to Neptune, this is a necessary step to unlock the Aryan power needed for your next phase of creation. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to use your analytical essence for the sake of production. When you trust the reordering of your life, you manifest your true vision in physical form. And that brings us into Uranus, because Uranus shifts from Taurus into Gemini on April 25th of this year. This is a massive, once-in-an-84-year event for your career and for your reputation. For those of you born in the last week of Virgo, you are finishing a period of extreme clarity and spiritual growth. For those of you born in the first week of Virgo, you are entering a 7-year period, a 7-year cycle where your public role is completely redefined. You are stepping back into your own uniqueness. You are realizing that your public persona must be an authentic reflection of your true values, not just a mask that you wear to please the crowd. Uranus breaks up outdated professional identities. It brings in sudden insights and opportunities to use your skills in unconventional, high leverage ways that have been locked away until now. You need to watch out for doubling down on a career path that isn't aligned with your truth. If you try to force an old structure to work, you will experience disruptive shakeups. If you stay true to yourself, you will attract resonant souls and professional opportunities that allow you to build what you want to build, that are aligned with what you want to create. You finally get to lead the project your way. Getting all those other things right is going to make our time with Saturn this year even easier. Because with Saturn also moving into Aries on February 13th, it's creating a heavy sense of commitment to your shared resources and your deepest transformations. You are learning what optimal action looks like when your own skin is in the game. You are being forced to reorient your career and your own relationships and your own environments to support your long-term growth. Saturn is exposing where you have been responsible to things that do not matter. It is demanding that you be responsible to your own dream and committed to your own ends. It applies pressure to your finances and your deepest bonds. And Saturn is going to help you trim the fat right now. Any place where life feels oppressive is a place where your Virgo skills were either taken advantage of or they are needed right now to cut out what is no longer supportive and reorient toward what you actually want to create. Do not fight the commitment for what's best for you. If you keep choosing the easy way out in order to avoid the discomfort of change, then Saturn will make the next year feel incredibly heavy. You have worked on your skills for decades. Now Saturn helps give you the discipline to turn that growth into a concrete reality. You are building an enduring foundation that will sustain you for the next 30 years. And in order to fully leverage your growth this year, Virgo, you're going to need to make use of Jupiter. Jupiter will be moving into Leo on June 30th. It will be affecting your subconscious and your internal world. This will be your final touch point with Jupiter before your entire Jupiter cycle resets in the year 2027. And until June, you're going to be cashing in on your social networks and your community growth. But then from June 30th onward, you enter an instinctual phase where your external growth must align with your internal reality. This is about finalizing the growth cycle of the last 12 years. You are being drawn to introspective, imaginative pursuits that finalize the artistry of your life. And Jupiter magnifies your inner world at this time. It uses your nervous system and your impulses to drive you toward actions that are beyond comprehension, but are essentially right for you. Beware of overanalyzing your feelings. Your mind will try to find the worst case scenarios. It will try to get you to go to extremes. You mustn't let your logic right now keep you from trusting your heart. If you trust your impulses right now, you will set up a system of growth even more powerful than the last one. You are clearing the slate so that by 2027, you can step into a brand new 12-year cycle with total power. Virgo, 2026 is the year you stop the duct tape sort of fixes on the past and start investing in your future. You have the skills, you have the data, and now you have the planetary momentum to build a system that works for you. Align with your heart, trust your vision, and remember it's time to take your own side.